This is going to be fun.
This is going to be a lot of fun. I enjoy talking about arthrolyposis and spreading awareness and trying to help people in every way possible.
Thank you so much for talking to me.
You're welcome.
I'm so excited to learn more about you. Please introduce yourself to everyone.
All right. My name is Marty Sheedy. I am 33 years old. I was born with arthrogryposis and another condition called prune-belly syndrome. And I live in Detroit, or near Detroit, kind of by you, which I'm happy that I get to time see you, and I need to see you more.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the lucky one that gets to be by you sometimes.
Do you have arthrogryposis just like me?
I do.
How are you affected?
With my arthrolyposis, I was affected in my feet. I had the club feet. When I was little, my hands were affected, and I mean they still are pretty much, but were able to be straightened out. I have scoliosis, and they put a metal rod in my back to straighten it out. And then my hips that dislocated at a socket, and that it makes me be able to walk like a pair of scissors, which is why they call the scissor gait. So like a pair of scissors, and then gait, G-A-I-T, that's the medical term for walking.
I heard you have scoliosis. What exactly is that?
Scoliosis is the curvature of the spine. So normally our spines are straight like that, but with scoliosis, it's a curve, and it could be a small curve or a large curve. And my curve was really getting bad. And if I didn't have the surgery, the doctor said that I wouldn't be able to walk eventually, and maybe a lot of other problems down the road.
Growing up, what was the most challenging part of having AMC?
Growing up, that's the most challenging part for me. That's was to be able to like lift heavy things or do certain things that when I was little I couldn't do or put on my shoes. But then as I got older, I learned ways and figured out ways to figure it out. So those were my toughest times, I guess, as a child. But other than that, I knew I needed help, and I asked for help when I needed it, and I was okay with that, and just tried to live the best life and be happy, and not really think of the things that I couldn't do, but more really embrace the things I could do. And like use your mind and read and just be a light.
Looking back, what were some of the best or most rewarding parts of having AMC?
Oh, wow. Well, for me, I've always embraced my AMC. I've always felt it as a gift to me and not a burden. And yeah, I've had my share of challenges and with operations and pains and struggles. But then I feel that that made me stronger as a person. So having AMC has allowed me to see the world in a much different view, I feel, than if I didn't. It has allowed me to travel to places that I know I would never have if I never had AMC. It has allowed me to meet some incredible people like you and your Nana, and just build lasting friendships that I feel can only be found in certain groups. So AMC has always been, that's a positive thing for me and not a negative. And I just knew I wanted to help raise awareness at a young age. And I just kept going with that. And going, and going, and going.
Let's talk about how you started your foundation.
Oh, well. Project Society Foundation was an idea that kind of popped into my head maybe at least over 10 years, maybe 12, 15 years ago. And the first idea was, hey, I walk cross-legged because my hips are dislocated. Maybe there's someone else in the world, and this was really before I knew much about arthrolyposis, but the catalyst, what got it started, was if my walk could help me, there has to be someone else in the world that it may be able to help if the hips were dislocated in that way. So I created, for the people that might know AOL hometown pages, I created an AOL hometown page with a video of a digital camera that you'd like look through the glass and then had it plug into the USB. And I had one paragraph and a counter. And I sent it to many different orthopedic places, and that's officially how it started. So that was the idea, and then fast forward, it evolved into, okay, I learned much more about arthrolyposis and how it affects everyone differently. So now let's take a look at awareness and how that can help things. So that's kind of how the foundation led into. And then a little bit after awareness, it's like, okay, now I can help raise some funds to help certain projects. And that's kind of what happened. But yeah, Project Citizenate Foundation helps people with arthrolyposis and prune belly syndrome by providing, we weren't able, when the conferences was going on, we weren't able to pay for some of the sponsor fees for a couple years in a row. We've been able to sponsor other Pumbali projects, and now moving forward, we're going to reevaluate how things are happening and kind of move into supporting other newer AMC nonprofits. So I can't wait to help support yours.
I can't wait to help everyone.
But at first, there were a lot of projects that I wanted to do and help so many people, but realized it's not always easy raising donations. So I've had to rearrange and figure things out, and now I'm on a path of really figuring out the projects that the foundation is in. Even 10 years later, it just kind of keeps evolving. But that's how it started, and it's a blessing for sure. Because recently, one of the main, and I had told people this over 10 years ago, and people have like reminded me of this recently, because I've been able to be a part of a video for Born Different, and the brand also they post this. and prune belly syndrome was seen by over a few million people. And I told my friends a long time ago that one of my main goals in life is to have over a million people see arthrolyposis and see the word and learn it. And that in 10, 14, 15 years later, it finally happened a few months ago. So it's been a journey, and now it's kind of at a redirection.
Cool. What else do you enjoy doing?
Well, I love reading. I love traveling when we to travel, but we will end someday soon. I enjoy just being around people and the nature and camping. I have a little motorized like scooter that I can sit down, that folds up. That really helps me get around, because with the way I walk and how I was affected, I can walk a little bit, like from here to the corner of the block, but then much further I would get really tired. So I would need a walker for long distances, so a motorized scooter. So I like the one for walks in there. Just I enjoy life. And that it has to offer.
What message do you have for other AMCers?
That's my message to other AMCers would be is to never give up hope and lose sight of the long term. As teenagers, you'll experience things that you think the biggest things in the world, but then as you get older, you realize, oh, it really wasn't bad. And to other AMCs, just to try to think as positive as possible. Yeah, we'll experience different things, but if you can kind of see through that for the bigger pictures, I feel that your life would be as best as possible. What would you tell other AMCs?
I tell other AMCers that sometimes, not all the time, I love them. What message do you have for viewers not affected by AMC?
To the viewers that are not affected with arthrolyposis, first I want to say thank you for taking the time to learn what arthrolyposis is, for watching these videos, for learning about Anna and her incredible message and passion for life and hope for humanity. I want to say arthrolyposis affects everyone completely differently, and that there's a lot that I actually could learn from AMCers about like strength and perseverance and abilities to never really give up.
It's been lovely talking to you. Is there a way for people to follow you online?
Yeah. You can find me from projectscissorgate.org or through my Facebook Project Scissorgate Foundation or Marty Sheedy. So yeah, there's a couple different ways. And for the foundation, I just want to thank you for helping to spread more awareness for that. So thank you so much for taking the time to interview me. It was such an honor. I love you and your family. It's such a blessing that the first time we met, it was kind of like an instant connection, and I know you don't remember it, but that's okay. I do.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.